Stan Gibilisco here. It is April 5, 2017. Spring is beginning to sprung here in the black holes of Dakota Territory, United States of absolute chaos. Today, the Noonday demon struck. Winston Churchill used to speak of the Noonday demon. If you're interested in what that might mean to him, or mean to him in the afterlife, you can look that up. But what it means to me is that I got bored around the middle of the day today, and I decided to go into the back room there, which is beginning to warm up a little now with the season, and play with my Windows 10 toy, which I haven't played with for quite some time. Needless to say, it had a lot of updating to do. The problem was, it doesn't seem to want to update voluntarily on the part of the user, at least not on the part of this user, and not on the part of how this user knows how to use it. What it seems to want to do is be connected to the internet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 and 1/4 days a year, and update when on its schedule, and you can schedule whenever that is so that you're sleeping or something like that. But the key is that it seems to want to always be connected to the internet, whether I'm using it or not, or be prepared in some way or another to switch itself on and connect anytime it is scheduled to do it. Having computers operate, but then it'll ask you questions like, how am I going to answer the question in the middle of the night? Basically, in short, the Noonday Demon today gave me an opportunity to rediscover why, quite frankly, I don't like Windows 10. Now, as far as running new software and everything, it rarely seems to crash. A lot of the updates are, in fact, do provide useful and convenient improvements. But the idea of having a computer connected to the internet when I can't control when it's connected bugs me. I don't like that. I think that it's dangerous because if hackers, they must be aware of this characteristic of Windows 10, and they must be exploiting it. Bad things could very well be coming into my computer, and I would never know it until it destroyed some sort of file, or I discovered in some horrible way that something bad had happened. There are a lot of bad things about being connected to the internet when outside of the user's control. And I think in general, what it points to is an increasing level of surveillance on the part of society towards the individual in general, just an increasing degree of surveillance. I don't particularly have anything to hide, but there's some things that I don't want everybody in the whole wide world to know. Personal information, sensitive financial information. It's not like I'm some sort of closet maniac out there doing very bad things I don't want anybody to know about. If I were, they've got other ways of finding that out besides staring at me on the internet. I just don't like the idea of exposing a computer to things beyond my control to that degree, and it's just the bloody thing. I'm afraid, to use it for fear I'll try to switch it off and it'll say, I don't want to switch off now, I've got to update. And then for the next 2 hours, it will preoccupy my time by constantly badgering me, shutting down and then coming back on, and half the time the updates fail to install. It tells me so in the roster that it provides. Blah, 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 blah. Complain, complain, complain. The noonday demon striketh Stangibelisco again. It'll probably be another couple of months before I use that doggone computer again. And then again, just to play with it and see if I can make it behave itself. And I never can. It always seems to want to run the show. Hey, look, when I sit down to a computer, I want to be the operator. I don't want to be the one that's operated upon. It's that simple. But they're selling plenty of computers with Windows 10, and people are, as predicted by the gurus, I guess, at Microsoft, coming to accept that, hey, what the heck, just leave the thing connected. Who cares, Well, they'll care. What you gonna do when they come for you. Stangibelisco is signing off. Until next time, so long.